Great double kill for Flamesy to try to draw this back.
And they know this was the trophy player, Robs, to get the trade.
Right. Yeah, he's been shown early on that first move from Vitality, but long ago. So the question as to where the hell Robs has gotten off to has to be on the Falcons' mind.
And Robs has his own questions. That's why he's playing in Squeaky right now, just to split the difference. He could catch them coming back in a mini. He can drop vent. It's just an optimal place to stand, but it isn't something where he can simply punish if they drop that at Heaven Implanted or walk downstairs like they're doing now. So unless he starts taking a risk in this moment, they don't walk back into him, it's going to be a very difficult retake. Look at the utility still left over here for Falcons.
The utility that just prevents Rob's rotation. Fire inside of the vent's going to keep him at bay. He's got to wait for that to burn out and then still try to come through quietly. Now, at least 4 Robs for a second here. It looked like Falcons would be divided. Shadow advantage for a second. Yeah.
Oh, he didn't react.
Nah. Good swing by Kixan, finding yet another moment to shine.
But Falcons are here just trying to trick him.
His swing well timed. He knows there's a threat behind him, but that gets covered. Good on Apex to help out like that. Flamesy given runway.
What a god. 3 kills. Most important job in that round. You see where he's playing in front of Squeaky.
He was the first.
Kyosuke's coming to try to kill him on the flank in mini.
And covered wonderfully by Apex there. You know, Flamesy kind of kept checking his back just in case, but he really needed to trust Apex fully that it would get covered, and good on Apex to do so. You see Flamesy's further impact as he gets a couple more. And the first round for Vitality with 5 players standing.
Nice.
A quick sprint down the stairs just before the smoke fades. So you've got a hook in the side right now, Falcons.
Kyosuke's just such a dangerous guy to let go, you know. Giving up secret code control can be okay. Now they're threatening this push.
It's a huge dive, but Zywoo passive on the hold, ready for it. He loses Robs. Oh, and then the duel. We said we needed more off impact from m0NESY. There it is, but he takes a gush back as he crosses over through that smoke. He's one of 3 players that are tagged up, and Apex catching the only Falcons member who still had 100 health.
I feel like damage doesn't really matter versus Falcons. We didn't see that actually convert to kills so often back on Inferno. It's just the HSP on this team is so high. It's a similarly confusing situation for Vitality. Up above, m0NESY kind of watching, but mostly just covering himself. Will they just walk into this?
A shot.
You gotta spam him. You have to spam him.
Right, 15 seconds. m0NESY given more runway. Flamesy's got his head. Right now, Flamesy's being the hero that Vitality certainly need.
They have Heaven control, man. This is so solid.
Sat up above and looking calm. Kixan trying to get into that corner. And so now he's locked in, and Flamesy's barrels all the warning that Kixan needs. Apex tiptoes in too late. Knows there's one up close, but Kixan will continue to deliver. Wow. This is him and Kyosuke.
They found a very open ramp. Zywoo's late to this. That molly gonna come down, or will he get a kill out of it?
Already players around that corner, and he burns down real low.
Oh, they peek in front of it. That's cute.
m0NESY finds the fast flank of Flamesy that's just trying to get something.
What is that?
You can't run, you can't hide. m0NESY tracks down the lobby kill. It's a flood for Falcons. Heaven player just gets shredded, and right now Falcons are in a league of their own. This was a Vitality that had us convinced they were finally coming together, that they would answer the questions.
Back on Inferno, he's found the squeaky gap here. He found this ramp one, just to keep the momentum going.
Yes. Flamesy, front facing. It's just an MP9, 1 of 2. The Vitality limp into round 9 with. It's a fast upgrade though, and Falcons looking smart about this one. It's a good risk assessment. As Flamesy reaches out for that rifle, it's going to be Falcons to head elsewhere.
They want to quickly sort of seep into these spots around Hell. If they want to make this an upper hit, they've got to start putting a lot of pressure on the pistols to be looking outwards. They know that they can't fight up from Heaven, but the time is not on Falcon's side right now. They've got to move quickly.
Man, you start spamming that AK if you're Flamesy, it's going to tell the Falcons where the biggest threat in this round remains. Damage on Kixan as Flamesy goes for that huge reposition. I think he did that wonderfully, right? Spam inside of the vents and then run over to Secret. It did indeed catch them off guard. You could see the way it blindsided them, so Good trickery for Flamesy to get himself a second. Hard fought. 8 seconds on this clock. Bomb's gonna slide down into the back of the site. Fake plant, no time, and an instant headshot. That is that kind of moment from ZywOo that we need, but Launders, again, as players group up on the other side, he begins to peel back. How close will they get?
No one better on this angle in the world.
But also operating very much alone.
Yeah, no op there in Turnpike.
Drops goes in, drops goes down. Whew. TeSeS yet again just kind of sprinkling in his impact.
Such a monster. Yeah, with these 1Ks, exactly.
And it's a beautiful flood down from the Falcons, not wasting a moment, not wasting a TeSeS opening.
It's a quick plant, right? I mean, Monacy's up here.
Although that smoke from Falcons extinguishes the fire on control, right? They put out their own utility, and Flamesy tries to slide into a pocket in that moment, but is there really even a test at this retake?
There could be one mistake, we'll see.
Flash to the stairs, and Flamesy playing ahead of it. Again, Falcons kind of gave Flamesy that positioning, and that's the thread that he's gonna pull on to get this retake going!
Absolutely, let's go. That was great. Now, the thing is, they throw the establishing volley on control side, but like fundamentally speaking, you've either got to have door or control.
Keeping those stats alive for Falcons. The success in this first half is immediate with that 5-round streak. And a fast move for Nico, signing up for a chance to shine. Gets a bit of sanctuary between pieces of utility. But Flamesy has been the king of nuke so far.
Oh, that flash dodge was excellent.
It's a great dink. And Nico,
he's out of there.
Slips out at the perfect moment while a teammate goes down secret as well. So good on Nico to put an end to a hot-handed Flamesy.
I think they're just going to be throwing darts blind here, trying to figure out what's been taken. ZywOo waiting for them lower. Will the P come out? Yes, it will.
Kixan steps into it as he wanted to throw it a piece of util. Oh, good patience, Nico.
Dude, the Falcons are just everywhere right now. I mean, I love the map from them because they can just join up on ramp if they want to. Oh, wait a second. He can actually jump on this.
Oh, that's so sick.
Are they going to cover this? They can.
Oh, it's so good.
He stole it.
You said Falcons were everywhere. Yeah, everywhere other than where they needed to be. And he senses with that presence upstairs that it's a perfect robbery. 4 rounds to close this half. Just when you write off Vitality, they answer.
And what's most important, apart from the numbers, was the ideas. And we did see that their game plan started to work really well. They were catching lurks, they were working together, they were winning in a dominant way, and they stole one right at the end.
Fast though, Monacy. Oh, gets ZywOo as the cross comes over in the back. And now Nico's at bat, trying to get his. Bullets whiz by. Check out the damage that's been done. This could be a prime position for Falcons to just rock Vitality with early momentum on a CT side that should have more than enough to put this debate to rest. Whether Falcons can do it when it truly matters. At least equalized as Vitality try to tether with one another side by side, still in this outer yard. It's all they've got to work with.
They seem to be sure that they haven't left.
Oh, blindsided. The Garage player comes through, Apex gets his, TeSeS just continues to be a nuisance for Vitality. Taps the second dead of the round, and it's Nico's headshot to close it.
There were chances there for both teams. Lots of shots getting missed back and forth. You can see the pressure was on that pistol, but it's Falcons who come out ahead.
But those 4 rounds at the end of that first half, is it all false confidence or a reason to believe? Push comes to shove, and the challenge is now inside of this A site on top of TeSeS, who for once goes down with nothing. And then when you get Robs into the kill feed too, this is good for Vitality. They find momentum inside of the A site, great coverage offered over by Apex. They find just the superb timing to kick down the doors on that upper site. And so 3 rounds into this T side, Vitality show us there is indeed a reason to believe tonight.
Yeah, they moved nicely. I love that kill from ZywOo. I mean, taking it to the back of the site clearly. Falcons were not ready for that fast timing. And they run over this. It was 5 alive last round, so this puts a dent in the money for Falcons, though. With this save, there'll certainly be a buy-up again.
Now Kixan here's that utility inbound, and while he sits back with no nades of his own, it's all gonna boil down to timing for Kixan. He sees it, and he jumps perfectly on top of Apex.
That's a clean find. Apex down early. They still left one lurker outside. And there's so much put into just catching Lurks this round. They have him playing in a Liege in the back of Big Garage. They have someone playing secret. They're looking for they were looking for Apex essentially to start this round off. It's a perfect counter to the game plan. Nico catches another lurk. Yeah, this is the exact setup that they want for the attack.
And now they're coming into an A site, but with lesser numbers. Up in the rafters, here's the answer back. It's one apiece so far, still 2 to stand. And then the bend, no way! Kicks in off of the ladder is insane!
Oh, that is a round.
Damn near unfair! They lost 2 bodies outside a round ago. And so I don't think you'll blame Vitality to try to give this a different look, a different direction.
There's something about Kyosuke's mechanics that are just so...
And he's not alone. You've got support with Nico right behind it. Oh, you want to see mechanics? You get that back-to-back headshot and Kyosuke with 1. And then remember that early kickstand nade damage? Well, now that's what ZywOo has to handle in this 1v3. Fire to the feet of the control panel player. ZywOo not given a chance. This is Falcons on a run to the finish line. The best looking Vitality was the one that started this semifinals. And Falcons stepped up to the plate to challenge that. Star of the show, m0NESY, with that ace and an opportunity not wasted. Nico now finds his. It's a single kill out of him. Kixan has been right there with his teammates this entire time. We've asked for ZywOo to step up to the plate, and he delivers 2 kills, 3 now. Stars of the show go both directions, and the game plays at 50 seconds with man advantage in Vitality's hands.
I mean, m0NESY barely got out of there. Surely this is the one. Oh, ZywOo's on 4.
Quad made easy as TeSeS takes that challenge into main, and m0NESY sits down at a measly 13 points of health. There is more to play tonight.
Okay, we're gonna need the highlight package from the unlikely, again, 4K here from ZywOo in a high action position, trying to fight for upstairs. That's what he's been giving Vitality. That's the only thing Vitality have been getting from anyone so far here on this T side. Those rifle entries. And he gets it. He's locked it down. The ace for ZywOo. I want it to feel special, but with this comeback, I don't know.
I think the beauty of this one, Launders, is it's just as poetic as the ace of m0NESY. Don't forget how that fueled the side of Falcons to get into the game on Inferno, not wasting that moment. It set the server ablaze. As Vitality hang on to that 5v4, the worst thing you could end up seeing is an Apex who yet again plays too far in front of his team. And he has so much on his plate, operating solo downstairs still. As everybody else for Vitality is up in lobby, there it is. Apex getting caught out.
He's got 3 players downstairs. Kixan, he might push into this and simply die. ZywOo gets 1.
It is timing to perfection. It is a man advantage robbed back out of that just when you thought you could begin to believe. Pressure out from heaven. Kiyosaki gets this. And this is where it ends. Or is this where it begins? Falcons find new heights in the vertical city, soaring over top of Vitality.
Furia were always meant to stand among the best. People just never expected them to rise this fast. They've already proven themselves, lifting 3 trophies this year, built on trust, belief, and the courage to evolve. They took a rookie, gave him the tools, the guidance, and turned him into a weapon. Their mindset, their unity, it is what carried them all the way to another grand final. The Falcons were built for one purpose, to lift trophies. A super team assembled from the best of the best. But that moment of glory has always slipped away. They've come close, they've had their chances, but this time is different. They changed the mindset, they brought the energy, they buried the egos.
The crowd has made their allegiance clear.
Out of the gate, not 1 kill deep. m0NESY with Berettas to the headshot. You'll find Yuri right there with it. Kicksan catching Yakindar through the smoke. It's another total stuff outside of this site. Very comparable to the exact pistol Falcons versus Vitality.
Yeah.
Almost damn near mirrored here, that Falcons just hold this ground. You know, it's not just this crowd that's trying to will this championship lift into existence tonight. So much blood, sweat, and tears put into this project. And now coming together and finding new heights. That's the tail coming into this best of 5. And then easy pickups over towards B to kick it all off. There's the response. It's a little bit late, but we'll be keeping eyes on Molodoi all night long. Supposed to be the superstar. Has been consistently. Never skipped a beat from the moment he stepped onto the big stage. You got little to lose. Go for it. Run boost over, but he clips the wall. Kind of gets caught out there for Nico's choosing. And with this, it's going to be Falcons picking up pistol. Something that was so elusive in the past, but something they very clearly fixated in and fixed. So 35 seconds, we get that smoke down towards top middle. Still a bunch of utility here held on to Furia. Falcons really haven't beaten down on anything. Kicksan, good early positioning. Okay, net to the triple and just inches off the ace. Molodoi's Desert Eagle will send a message back the other direction. But you know, the beauty of Nuke with Falcons yesterday was Kicksan stepped up in, you know, let's say Nico's absence. Not meant to be a star any day of the week, but will deliver when you need. And so Nico here to just finish that off with one. Excellently done by Kicksan up close and showing maybe he's got some punch.
Think about going back to B slowly, and one extra grenade could finish off 2 guys. Look at this setup, man.
Nico plays timing.
So solid. I mean, they had the flash too.
And then the flash comes back the other way, but a good trade out from Kyosuke, who's just playing in the arch. And this is showing me already great team play from Falcons, right? When the banana opening gets kind of pushed back, we get those mid nades. When Nico wants to go for the peak, TSS hits that perfect flash. Nico gets traded out. There's been every element of team play you could ask for Falcons to set up this very comfortable 4 versus 3. Molodoi is now going to join Yuri and K-Serrato in sitting on low health, and will that low health prevent them from even taking a look at this site?
It's definitely affecting their decision making right now, because they could totally go for the site, but I mean, body shots take them down. Let's see if they have the courage. They're gearing up for it. Needs to be instant to the dome.
Wow, this is bravery.
Wait a second.
Yuri, and just a few straight shots. All that Monacy would have needed. So it's an easy cleanup ultimately from inside the site cover. Utility of his own will cut off that front runner from the pack, but it hit smoke, so not ideal. Now you've got 2 players trying to fire at him, and he will go down with nothing. K-Serrato's first kill is found 6 rounds into play.
Yeah, you can see how important that was too. Establish control. It'll be the CTs moving around. Let's see if Furia can capitalize on an early 5v4. Kicksan's only taken an early lead off, but this is going to be a strong play towards A.
Monacy has another Molotov as well. What if he drops that? You know, we just mentioned all that low HP here for Furia, so fire in front of this pack on short side would be lethal. If Monacy drops that nade, it's going to be a golden moment, but he keeps the gun out instead. Instant headshot to Yakindar. Second one's his. TSS not able to multiply his frags, and we go down to a Kicksan clutch real quick.
If he pushes this,
pressing it down, it's low health for Yuri. Bomb still not planted. Kicksan to the top rope. Now it's going to be a scramble.
he should run.
K-Serrato's wrap around, and the fight's right there. Clutch early days. Kicksan tops these charts.
He doesn't want to get away from it.
This is Falcons going for the jugular tonight.
They're crushing. See most of that util damage coming from B from Kyosuke here.
It's repetitive.
Those HEs are unreal. That's going to be the story of the match, and this keeps going this way.
Nico trying to step up for more. That's a 3K. Player behind the car. Kill Nico. And so we can look across this board of Falcons.
Sensational. Oh my goodness.
Certainly feels like this is enough superstars.
Yeah, I mean, superstars is one thing, but game plan, nade placement, and timings. That's what's actually winning this game. Look, first kill comes out, doesn't matter. 2 back off these HEs.
Dunked on. Just barely skipping over the top of that half wall.
Just proving they're more than just mechanics.
Nico sensing danger at B. But this is still Furia playing both sides of the coin. Remember, Bomb is over on Banana, so that's the critical commitment that's about to come through.
Now
and while they lose Kyosuke, there's still 2 players here to combine on a crossfire. Smoke's going to cut off Nico. can Kixan really thrive in such a high-pressure environment? Again, a headshot with his name on it. Molodoi gets that kill to Nico, and man advantage for Furia. But once more, it is a huge health advantage. Big moment here for Yakindar, who just slots in between the two remaining players that Falcons had. Their second bomb plant, their first round win, 9 rounds into play.
That round's called really well, and just to show you how good actually Furia are.
And that's risky too, because they were a little understaffed on Banana, I thought, for what was going to be the B commitment.
Oh, what a find.
Speaking of commitments, m0NESY and the Flames happy to sign up for that one. Fallen's brain busted open. Insta-posts on the angle, doesn't even see Jack.
Yeah.
To the opposite side of the map, of which Furia is about to try to sink their teeth into. But Smoke meets them on arrival at 35 seconds.
It still might be okay to get out. Let's see if Kioske can stop him.
Flash over Coffin, one player's in the pit. He gets cleared out before anybody else comes through. Kixan's willingness to fight is unmatched at times.
Wow.
And that just gets absolutely stuffed on arrival.
Yeah,
you know you have to go through the smoke because of the timing of that piece of util. But Kixan just coming out of that CT smoke as an answer. 2 kills for Molodoi, for what? He's gonna get flanked from the bottom of Banana. He better not die after time. This is already such a rough go of it. Earning his escape at the moment. Worried about somebody else being at bottom mid. They'll try to run him down. That is 9 rounds for Falcon.
Yeah, they're smoking this half. That's so good. I mean, this is gonna be a reference game for their utility, honestly. Like,
there's no denying that Furia have just had their hands full because of the utility. It's been hard mode, stepping into any portion of the map at low health. And now m0NESY stepping forward through the smoke, doesn't give a damn whatever the hell Fallen's trying to set up. Just follows through on his terms, secures an 11th frag on the CT side with still more runway to go. And it is a quick switch to the opposite side of the brackets. Now, there is eyes on this.
he's bullying them because they don't have an op.
Stoppage on Molodoi, who would have loved an op
Yes.
for that exact peak, but he doesn't have the tools for the job.
The money's crystal clear. The rich get richer here. This is a moment where Furia just, they can't even scare Falcons.
Galil, a Tech 9, and AK for K Serrato, but all 3 of these players with 4 kills to their names. Nothing that would have inspired you to believe they could follow through here and now, but when the going gets tough, they're gonna get going, but they've also left that bomb. And by leaving the bomb, they can't follow through. This is a mistake here from Furia. There's no chance they win this. It's all for naught. He's gonna step back and just die out. Now we're starting to watch nerves and mistakes.
And this is what momentum is. This is how you make it and how you push it forward. If you're m0NESY,
45 seconds. We've got a lot of Furia ready to hit this, you know, and we've seen at times them kind of split the pressure up, but nothing to overcommit at B.
yeah, totally. And Furia know that this round actually still matters.
Big numbers, and so Furia just hope that they can follow through as a pack, as a unit to push through this one. m0NESY dives into the site, misses his first chance, but TeSS draws great attention away, and that is good damage, but they'll clear out. Furia come through with numbers, and yet those numbers still remain even. This is not the best smoke in the world, and Kixan's gonna spot that. Likes this opening.
Yeah, I mean, they actually could have pushed it, but that's not
There
be
we
enough.
go. Molodoi's hands on an op, finally. This gun has been so elusive for Furia's young star, yet Kixan, good for a clutch, has already posted one in this map, and as he gets closer, a missed op shot reopens the door. It's right there in the middle of the site. Missed shot yet again. They both swing, and they will close this. Furia find one at the tail end of the half by way of all-in A. 2 rounds, all Furia have as we await a critical pistol. It's gonna be flashes into brackets. And Falcons soon enough into A. That's their plan anyways. Fallen worried that they might wrap around that arch, but it's not the case. Yuri, Beretta's in hand, under pressure, and Fallen comes back from the library kill. Here we go. Multi-kills emerging, but still damage done on both m0NESY and Kixan. And with the bomb getting dropped, it's gonna force m0NESY out. And then as m0NESY doubles back, he gets killed from the short push. Kixan surrounded.
Not another clutch.
You're kidding. 2 headshots back.
Yeah!
Who is this? One more superstar, and he's sitting in the middle already.
Kixan, the assassin there with the USP. Another clutch when they didn't even need it. On top of the top frag.
3 bullets left in the Glock when he nails that one. Didn't even need to change guns because it took 1 more shot.
Yeah, right.
Real. And that smoke in front of them. You know, sometimes we say that dropping a smoke will deter the team from coming into the stack that you want to establish, but I think Falcons are just going to try to bust their way through it, and it's going to cost them bodies. Fallen with a team kill, certainly not ideal. This smoke is going to fade, and when it does, there's still 3 Falcons players running through. Touchdown to Honestly, that is a perfect trap set by Fallen.
Yeah, they threw that smoke down. They knew that that Falcons were going to try to come through it. They set up perfectly and hit some great shots. Scare them a little bit, earn themselves some confidence going into a break.
Fallen's a huge advocate of that mentality, that philosophy of CS. Draw back the blowout is the plan. TeSS first victim of this one. There's a lot of deagles and a lot of potential in hand right now at a minute. And as they crouch and crawl their way closer, Molodoy giving it back. Oh, I love that. Playing with fire. Kickstand and Honesty come through with Deegs. This threat is real. You've got an M4 now toppled back, and Kickstand comes through with another way.
No.
It is him and Monacy fighting for the spotlight with sidearms. And with both of them also on half health, Fallen needs as many kills in this round as he has had all map long. Deagles only. Kevlar to protect them. Fallen is gonna have to dig real deep, and they don't know which way he's coming in from. SMG strikes first. And as Monacy crawls back into that pit, it's the perfect utility to cut off his line of sight. No, excuse me, Incendiary to burn him out, but he goes wide for it. Kickstand offers 2, Monacy goes 1 better. 12 rounds secured off of Deagles.
Tragedy strikes here on Furia.
Kickstand surpassing 20 kills with that round. I mean, it's one thing for Kickstand to be pulling out these late round clutches. It's another for him to be a part of the Deagle highlight reel.
Yeah, seriously. He's hitting everything.
This guy's form in this moment knows no bounds. But Yuri will test into the apartments. At least there's some money to work with. That is the best gun that Furia are equipped with in this chance. And as Molodoy applies pressure through the apartments, it will be TeSS to answer back.
Yeah, that would have been a 5v3 that Furia were looking for. Obviously, they can't sit back with the guns they have.
As small as they may feel in this moment, with that scoreline stacked against them, they have to continue to play active Counter-Strike.
That's right. That's the hardest thing to do when everything's going wrong.
It is on Furia to summon opportunity.
It's not a good smoke. Oh, he does clear in front of it. That's very scary, and then he dies.
Kickstand jumps over it, ready to go, ready to end this here and now. All of the Falcons ready to barrel down into a vacant B-bomb site. There is not a kit for this retake. There's barely any util already. Single flash for K Serato. And that M4 that started it, I'll make it 2. Fallen's gonna get sent in, pistol put down. It is Kickstand to continue to just thrust Furia into their early graves on Inferno. This was Furia's choice of a map. They wanted to start this grand finals here, and that has got to be a sickening feeling, knowing this entire time your fight has been damn near non-existent. Still, setting up the M4. It's an ace called on Yuri, but remember, no kit in the middle of all this. Desperate to push through, and as he taps that bomb, his back's off and over. Falcons strike first in Hong Kong. What a message sent down the line.
Yeah, it's amazing, actually, Kickstand. If he can do that, they can do anything.
In your gut, in your heart, in your soul, if you are Furia, to have kicked off this best of 5 like that. So, dig deep, my friends. And it will be Falcons to try to just keep that tempo up, right? The pace of which Kickstand has set in this grand finals is being wielded as they try to run this downstairs. But it is a good rotation from Furia already. You've got Yakindar in anticipation, holding for this challenge. A lot of missed shots coming out of him. Fallen offers one up, but they know there's a CT stuck inside of Dark. He still hasn't got a kill here, Yakindar. And he loses a teammate over towards Dark. Monacy's gonna keep eyes on Single.
I mean, they're in such a solid spot. How could this go wrong, really? No control side taken, bomb in an awkward spot. They can go and grab this, but they can't plant it. They need to get a kill.
Whoa, jumping in on him.
Oh, they get decon with it.
suddenly feels that much more winnable.
If Nico can get to the back of the site, they can plant for this.
Yuri whittled down to 3 HP in the middle of this.
Whoa.
Molodoy catches Nico. Good
Nice
flank back. Monacy just got a one-tap to Case Serrato.
Wait, he's opened up the vent rotation if he wants to take it.
But
He knows
doesn't have
Molodoy's
bomb.
over. Oh, yeah.
Has to go back and get that bomb or just get all the kills.
Not another clutch.
Okay, this is what we sign up for. Molodoy versus Monacy in a 1v1 early here on map 2. And then everything else can just flood into this B site. Maybe get a bomb plant. Maybe wildly run away with a round win. But for now, they will separate slightly, sending Nico on his own over towards the double side. Second player straight above Yuri. So there's layers of defense here. But still that AK's yet to get called on. Fallen's gonna get shot in the back soon. Tess comes in through those doors. And it's a 3 versus 3, despite Furia's best efforts to put 2 defenders in the right spot.
No.
Another player dropped because now the AK is gonna come alive.
So much firepower. Now Yakinder has to come down the vents.
Yukindar steps out. Are you kidding?
They're getting destroyed.
This AK started in the hands of Kyosuke, and now it is Kixan who ultimately gets 2 kills with it.
Yeah.
From the top of the charts, back on Inferno, and right back at it with a force by round win. Falcons are not giving Furia a chance to catch their breath.
This is another level even beyond what we saw versus their vitality. It's actually incredible. They steal this back. They stop any momentum before it begins. Got 2 more T deaths, but I don't think they care right now. I have a feeling we're going to have to tally up the Deagle kills after this series is done.
There's a lot of players here in anticipation with, again, enough to try to hold them back.
Ooh,
good on them that it's the pistol to get the first one. Then they start to plunge forward. It's tough to keep fighting this corner. Such a battle on small margins and beautiful spray control there for Monacy. However, loses all of his team in the process and will have 2 100 health opponents, and that would have been a golden chance to strike down the A site, run in that bomb. Instead, now he's got to somehow lose them in the shadows of time.
Can we just let Furia win a round just so this might be competitive?
What are the odds that Monacy steps into main
and clears this
and blows Yuri's head off? Right there in the back of the site, huge health advantage. And as you'd expect, in anticipation, gets this one back. So that is really what Furia needed. You know, much like back on Inferno, when they win with a force buy, you think to yourself, okay, you're in now. You've given yourself a chance to bloom into this grand finals.
Man, I think that was like 1 MP9 bullet and 1 5.7 shot at the same time to get that kill.
But with him missing, it could apply more pressure to Yukindar. We've already seen him go for this peak with an MP9, so now that he's got an M4,
yeah,
of course he's going to take a look.
The head-to-head, him, Kyosuke, coming at each other in secret, it's going to be everything.
Here it goes. Yukindar's pressure inbound. He deals with the front runner. Ton of damage with the smoke.
That is so worthwhile.
There's a world where Falcons save this, but still close enough to take a look.
Yeah, only thing open really, 30 seconds, squeaky timing. Everyone knows it.
Good thing Case Serrato got away from that vent. Could have been a Molotov with his name on it, but it is Kixan ahead of this. And that's going to catch Case Serrato off guard. Just the timing of the push. Bomb also confirmed. This is 2 players out through squeaky door. And they're going to dive downwards instead. Is there anything to stop them? Fallen's already down here up on the rafters. He's going to walk his way through. Monacy jumps over, and that is a critical error from the kid. Fallen leans back and will clean house. Good damage done from the defenders on that A site. Sure, it's this scramble downstairs, but Furia are ready to hold Falcons back.
Just like Inferno comes down to Banana, it's going to be outside for Nuke and that cross, and if Yukindar has a single round like that.
Where Impact has looked just as limited as it is right now, but still, we'll call it early days.
Getting away with a lot of space with no noise so far.
Utility's gonna let Yukindar know, and he's got a teammate to help out. He goes unnoticed, or does he? Tess falls down right into him, and the trade's good as the control smoke cuts off support. Fallen, looking into the site, loses his head.
There he is.
Kyosuke's first kill of this map comes by way of shutting down Furia's in-game leader. Next up is Yuri, and just as quickly, it is heads popped on this lower bomb site. Falcons
Let's roll. Watch out. These bots have got a bit of an arsenal and they don't mind using it. Staying here, in position. Go, go, go.
За микроавтобусом один спит. За автобусом.
Grenade out. Let's show them who we are. Smoke! Throwing smoke. Throwing flashbang. Let's make this Reyes rain. Laying down smoke. Deploying flashbang. Grenade! Terrorists win. Throwing smoke.
ТБ. Би.
Bomb has been planted.
На бит двое.
Flashbang. Smoke.
Нашей хитью бежит.
Парень, давайте покажем мастер-класс.
Let's go.
Почему я не...
Laying down smoke. Incendiary.
Ну, почему как я на прыжок? Надо бы...
I'm defusing the bomb. Counter-terrorists win. You're right on. You're right on. Move it, son.
Валите классики. Да, сейчас. Сейчас.
Grenade out.
Может, я не знаю. Альфачик гранат кидает.
Throwing a grenade.
Да, наверное, парень.
Розалив, да ебаный тебе с стенку, если видишь, что он молчит.
Да, блядь. Молодец. Зад. Окно. Окно. Долбоёб.
Бля.
Да, парни, последнее место. Сейчас я вам покажу, как надо. Так я, пацаны, много не играл. Ну, я имею в виду раунд. Долбай.
Remove any doubts in your head. It's us or them. Smoke.
Да. Палочка. Это походу Б. О, беги, 5 хп, все, пацаны. Да ну. Убегать.
Oh, crap.
Як? Я надеюсь, у него коллаж был. Вот. За что его? Ладно, давайте, пацаны, согласен. Пацаны, будьте осторожны, там мид. Там тип. Красава. Ничего.
Ну еще где бомба?
Да, это.
Deploying flashbang. Grenade out. Deploying flashbang. Defusing. Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorist win. Right on. Let's go. Throwing smoke.
Давай, давай.
Flashbang. Laying down smoke.
Сука, я его не убил, шки. Почему у нас Ива стоит? Так, почему нет-то, бля?
Это наш кабан.
Кто? Кто наш кабан?
Тот, кого вы выгнать.
Так, сука, блядь, он просто, он АФК стоит. А это рук? Вас тут? Давай. Он его в спину и убить не может. Ты дебил.
Бля, ты что за человек? Пиздец.
Да, реально. У вас что, друг отошел? У вас друг отошел?
Ты мог его зарезать.
А чё с вашим другом? Ты что, замутил?
Кого?
О, а? Нет, ты меня что, замутил?
Я никого не бутил.
А чё у вас дрон вышел?
ХЗ.
Идите на Б, я... О, там... Батя, так я 3 убил. Дайте мой эйс. Бля, я тут... убейте его. Обязательно сейчас поиграем, я хуй. А 4... Ты что делаешь? Брат, чё у тебя... Роди, чё у тебя делает, Тима? Почему? Он... Я охуел, сейчас вы проиграете. Он там... Тупо больше... Жопу выебать. Что в этот жопу выебать? Так я в жопу бали долбоёб.
Move it, move it. Throw in the flashbang.
Я если его убью меня кикает.
Flashbang.
Я... Бля, вы чё меня не спасаете?
Нахуй, нахуй.
Чё такие бараны? Братан, тебе сколько лет?
25.
Год в
This is easy. We kill them
Ты
and
отвечаешь
then we
на
go
вопрос?
home.
Ты отвечаешь на
Да.
25?
Да.
А? Чё? Чё? Тебе пора 25.
Правда.
Клянешься?
Почему вы?
Чё, почему? Почему ты клянешься? Клянешь, тебе 25.
Клянусь, мне 25.
20? Вы дроны это? Да, Изи win.
Все, сейчас камбэкнем.
А? Чё?
Сейчас камбэкнем.
Чё, сдаемся? Ты в каком классе?
Come on, let's go.
Ты в каком классе? Ты тупой? Я тебя даже не бил, тот бил. Братан, ты в каком классе? Блядь. Твой что тебя выебали толпой, а вот тебя ебут. Какой камбэкнем? Уже все, уже финальный раунд. Увы, 2 даун.
We must move. Flashbang.
Все, я готов. У нас мид. Бежал. Ой. пошли.
I'm throwing a flashback.
Ну нет, ну не пушить. Все проиграем.
Terrorists win. You'll cry like bandits before you die.
Пацан, у которого авик, пацан. Брат. Я как? Кто мучит? Да, да, и тебе, у тебя. Тебя как зовут? Тебя как зовут? Как тебя зовут? Приятно познакомиться, я Кирилл. А фамилия у тебя? Фамилия у тебя. В каком ты классе? А в классе? Класс какой? Какой? Можешь просто кинуть на прайд?
Let's call my brother.
Лол. Да не, просто. Спасибо за информацию. Приятно было знать.
Throwing a flashbang. I'm throwing a grenade.
Все, проебали. Ставь бомбу. Нет с ним.
Activating the bomb.
И скала.
Terrorists win. We cannot be killed.
А ты сам-то в каком?
Кого еще раз микрофон включит? Звук. Что ты сказал, еще раз скажи.
Forward.
Кого? Какой чё класс?
Throwing smoke.
Я наш... Я стрим. Ты сейчас, кстати, в стриме.
I'm planted.
Красиво получится, если камбэкнем.
Во. А, все, понял. Ну да.
We must work together.
Можешь мне, пожалуйста, прям...
Flashbang!
Че еще раз?
Да не, ничего, забей. А ты где живешь? Ну, типа, у тебя сейчас сколько времени?
Grenade out!
3 в 4. 3 в 4. 4, давайте. Хватит, ты мне жизнь спас. Ставь бомбу. Я лох. Я тебя охраняю. А, так я понял.
Terrorists win. I fear no man. Throwing smoke.
Чё, камбэк?
А что за стрим?
Да я шучу, я не знаю.
Let's go, let's go.
Да, давай в свет скажи.
Ай, кого? Пошлите, пошли. А, ББ пошли, они уже набрали это миту.
I'm planted.
Пошли, бежим. Два типа. Один тип остался, потому что у них второй пока.
Smoke! Terrorists win.
Молодец,
You
кстати,
will
хорош.
die. I live here.
Так это реально, пацаны, камбэк, либо они пытаются. 3 типа нам после надо убивать, потому что у них один.
No more talking. Now we fight.
Нет, второй раз пыташного не было.
I'm throwing the flashbang. Throwing fire. Throwing the flashbang.
Чё, мы А, что ли?
Smoke. Throwing the flashbang. Throwing smoke.
Блядь, так чё?
Counter-terrorists win.
Удачи. Ой, я охотник.
you